Good afternoon and welcome to the Kuhn Academy for a quick little installment of Moodle 101. Sorry I can't be there today with everybody, but I wanted to show you really quick what we do in our AP US History and AP Government classes. This is the Moodle chat feature, and basically what I do, sorry it's going so fast, is we, in my fishbowl discussions where we talk about controversial articles and things like that, we do half the class sitting in the inside of a circle, and then on the outside of a circle, we normally, in a traditional fishbowl, the kids will evaluate the people on the inside, fill out a discussion guide, and not really be part of the discussion, just more listeners and evaluators. And this year I tried adding a chat feature where the kids on the outside will have a Chromebook, and they still listen to the discussion. They don't participate, but they have a discussion online. So this is one of the discussions we did a couple weeks ago on an article by David Mayhew called "Divided We Govern." So you see the kids all check in and sign into the chat. I'm in as well, sitting at the desk. So you can see here. I'll start out with a little question here to get them going. Usually they don't need that, but that's kind of where I'll get things started. And they have to discuss the article and comment on what people on the inside are saying, just electronically with each other. And what's nice about this is I can go back and check how often people participate. So this is my 4th hour right here. Here's my 2nd hour. So you can obviously see Daniel was pretty involved. Jackie and Ryan were pretty involved here. I only asked a couple questions. So then when I go to see the session, I'll be able to see what they're commenting on and have it follow along. I also leave this up on the smart board so that way people can see what comments are going on outside the circle, so the people inside the circle will bring them in as well. So you'll see here Min's talking about the pros and cons of that. Then I throw in a question here about the parliamentary system. You know, would that be better where there's always a unified government? All right. And then the students are kind of having several discussions at the same time. So Lauren's talking about a different article that's in the packet that they were reading also. All right. And then Jackie comes back and refers to the parliamentary system I talked about earlier. Okay. And then later on you'll see, and this is what I'm really trying to foster in my discussions more often. Here's Kelsey talking about a quote from the article. So you still bring it in. It's a little more hard for the kids to type, but this is the same thing we want them doing inside the circle, is quoting the article and making arguments with it. And then these kids are doing the same thing on the outside. So, to get a perfect score, I would look for the kids to be quoting the article as well as comment on what people are saying on the inside with that. So here's one we did last year on Engel versus Vitale. This was the case about prayer in school. This one got pretty heated. In fact, if you look back, number of participants, Maria 22 times, okay, and most of the kids were talking in double digits. So this actually was a better discussion outside of the circle than inside the circle. So here's Stephen right off the bat talking about reading the opinion and quoting the article right away. And then they're kind of starting to get going on prayer in school. So this goes on for about 25 minutes, sorry. And as you see, as it gets a little more detailed, you'll see a little longer responses from the kids. And then, they'll ask questions of each other and comment that way. So in U.S. history, I've only used it a couple times, but we did a discussion of the Emancipation Proclamation. We read a piece from from Frederick Douglass and Clement Vallandigham and Jefferson Davis. And this was the first one that they did, but you can see here they got pretty involved. This girl right here is a CD student who rarely participates in class, and it's kind of quiet. But then electronically, she got really involved and participated a lot more. So it's kind of nice. But you do see some lesser participants here. Like I'm speaking more than 5 kids in the class, which isn't perfect, as we know. But this was nice because it was a viewpoint discussion, so all the kids read different pieces. But you'll see they got like our lead here is a girl that never talks at all. Okay, and she's bringing in some stuff about Lincoln freeing the slaves. This is Vivian Lee, which you can like her little, whatever you call that, their avatar, talking about things. So, but what I like is that they bring in other students and refer to what people are talking about in the discussion as well as the electronic one going on. And then I just tried this last week. We did a debate about Social Security. Will it harm America or will it hurt America? And you can see here I had the kids who are not debating as the moderators have their own discussion. So I try and try and redirect the discussion there and focus on that. Ask some questions about it also. Okay. Then the students referring to each other, bringing stuff in. There's American exceptionalism. I know we're all really fond of that that term, but I'm kind of complimenting the kids here. This is something somebody said out in the inside the discussion. I tried to bring it in to class that way. So this was nice to have the debaters talking, because they generally only ask questions and then listen, but now they were having an electronic discussion at the same time. So to do this, it's pretty easy. If you have a Moodle account, you just go to add an activity or resource. Melissa's done this before, and then you just click on chat and then add one, and then you just type a name of the chat room this way. So we'll just call it social studies. This way, description. Kids don't even read this, so I usually just put a word there. And then to set the sessions up, okay, let's say we want to have this at 1:30, which is 2:30 when you guys will all be there. So you set it up here, and then you can keep the chat as long as you want to, so I never want to delete the message. I want everyone to be able to see the past session, so if a student is absent or can log in. I actually had one student do this from home. They knew we were going to do the discussion, and they were absent sick that day, and they participated from home, which was kind of fun. And then you just save and display, and then the chat feature pops up. Click here to enter the chat, and then you'll see it takes place right here. You can just type away down here on the bottom, and students can then talk with each other. So it's kind of a neat way to use the Chromebooks, get the kids involved more often, and kind of have two discussions going on at once, and you see some different things from different kids, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully you'll try this. Thanks for listening to CUNY Academy, and sorry, that's what I call it. Melissa inspired me with her little AP Psychos thing. So have a wonderful afternoon. Sorry I missed you, and I'll be there on Monday. I'll be out for a memorial service tomorrow, so enjoy.